spectacular.
Oh my gosh, this is amazing. I feel like I'm being transported somewhere. Jen, welcome to the Coronado Shores. I would love to introduce you to Stephanie Baker. She's one of our shores specialists.
I love that.
Hi,
well,
Jen.
nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
What
Welcome.
a great job you have to be here in paradise every single day. Love it. I have to say, as I was coming over to the Coronado Bridge, I've always noticed the Dell, of course, who wouldn't miss it, but I never realized that the Shores was just nearby, those buildings.
Yes, we have a pretty special community here. Coronado is such a small community itself, and so I like to think of the Shores as a community within a community, and it's warm and friendly. Everyone loves living this lifestyle. Yes, it's definitely a resort lifestyle. The reason why people love to live here is because of the different views. The ocean views, the city views, the bay views, the Hotel Del views. There's something for everyone here at the Coronado Shores.
I love that. So today we're taking a tour of some cream of the crop special units.
Yes, we have 2 units lined up for you. I'm so excited to show you. One of the units is a 3-bedroom, 3-bath, 1,800 square foot unit. It's one of the larger floor plans here at the Shores. And then I'll be taking you to an oceanfront unit located right on the sand.
Well, sounds fantastic. I cannot wait to break off a little slice of paradise.
You ladies enjoy. So what do you think?
What do I think? Home sweet home. This place is incredible.
Isn't it gorgeous?
It is gorgeous. I'm noticing that the La Princesa, you mentioned that it's in this particular tower. I mean, the name really lives up. I feel like a princess in here.
It's so beautiful. The lifestyle is incredible. La Princesa was actually the last building that was built in the entire Shores complex. And so a lot of our people actually prefer this building because of that. The plumbing is newer, everything, all the systems are newer. But check out this unit, isn't it beautiful?
It's fresh. I mean, coming in here, I just want to get comfortable and look around. It is so inviting. Everything is kind of adorned in white and silver, and it feels very peaceful, like I'm at home.
Clean lines, modern, but not too modern. It's obviously been upgraded. As we discussed earlier, all these buildings started being built in the 1970s, so a lot of them are super from the 1970s. But this unit, it's stunning. Everything has been remodeled, and something that I love is that you actually have the views to the ocean, to the beach, and then you also get a glimpse to the Hotel Del, and it's something that not all units have access to.
I can see the marina, I can see sailboats going in and out, and then to my left, I can see the waves crashing and the Navy SEALs out there doing some training and the Dell right over your shoulders. So it's like, wow, this is truly resort living.
Resort living at its finest. And what I love about it too is that it's casual. You know, it's casual elegance, it's sophisticated, all the amenities that it has,
But going back to the marina, the bridge, the views are stunning at night.
I really love what's happening over there under those the storage units. So neat.
Isn't that cool? It's an LED light, and it totally sets the mood for evening.
And I'm noticing some stellar windows happening behind you.
Yes, you open up the window and then you have the ocean breeze. I mean, it's so peaceful, so zen. You hear the waves crashing. It's just so delightful. Then at night, you have some boats docking. So you have so much activity from the ocean and the bay.
I love that. But we don't hear it now. That's the great part.
No.
It must be really up to date, dual pane windows, that sort of thing, because I don't hear anything except for you and I talking.
Yeah, it's very quiet.
There's so much to point out. We have the built-ins for the wine, and I'm also seeing video games. Now, does that come with the unit possibly?
The unit actually comes furnished. So yes, the arcade game comes with the unit, but it also comes with the sofas and the beds, Jen.
Incredible. I mean, I'm really sold on the sofas and the beds being included because they're spectacularly appointed. But I mean, who doesn't love a good old arcade video game, right?
Yeah, I'll play you.
Oh, bring it on.
Jen, welcome to Las Palmas. This is another one of the units. I wanted to show you an oceanfront unit. And what do you think?
It's like we're on vacation, truly.
This is a resort lifestyle living. So if that's what you're looking for, you should really consider living here, or at least vacationing here for sure.
Yes, absolutely. Now I'm noticing that the beach isn't too crazy busy, but people are out, they're enjoying the sun, they're walking their dogs, going for a jog. How lovely is this?
It's so wonderful. I wake up most of the days and I come for a stroll on the beach. My son gets up at 5:30 in the morning. He goes for a 3-mile run all along the beach. It's just beautiful. The pools that we have here are amazing. They're so clean, they're upscale. We have 4 pools, 8 tennis courts. We have a beach club. We have a room that you can rent out to have events, an event center. So we really have it all here. It's beautiful. You have a gym if you also want to go work out. And something that's really important, Jen, that I wanted to share with you because there's a lot of dog lovers, it's dog friendly. And as you can see, there's a lot of grass as well that the dogs can play around in, or the kids can kick the football or whatever if they don't want to get their feet in the sand.
Well, this unit is incredible. Thank you so much for showing it to me. But I have to say, Edith, I'm not afraid to put my feet in the sand.
Well, let's go downstairs and get the vacation started.
Hey there, Vincent Morris here with the Vincent Morris team and Compass Realty in Carlsbad, California. Today we are at the Windmill Food Hall, right off the 5 in Palomar Airport Road. Anybody from Carlsbad knows how iconic this place is. It was built in 1980 by Danish entrepreneurs, but it's been a little quiet the last couple years, but the Windmill is turning again. It is a 12,000 square foot food hall with 14 different eateries, all very unique, not your typical food court. So you definitely want to come by and take a look, but right now I'm kind of psyched to get in and try some food.
So we're Bread and Cheese Eatery. We opened 3 years ago doing catering and events, and then we opened here in September doing grilled cheese sandwiches.
Wow, fantastic. How'd you get into it?
So I owned a business that went out of business, and then my new business partner and I wanted to start getting into events and catering. So we started doing this 3 years, setting up at farmers markets and breweries all over San Diego. And like I said, we just opened this location in September, and we just opened another location last month in downtown San Diego. We get our bread from Bread and Seed Bakery in downtown San Diego. We get high quality cheese, and we just make 6 different awesome sandwiches. They're ooey, they're warm, they're delicious, they're gooey. You can't go wrong.
Very healthy stuff though, right?
Totally, yeah.
Right on, I love it. So what is your number one seller? Or your favorite, I think?
Yeah, I'll tell you both. So the number one seller is the classic. So that's garlic toasted sourdough with cheddar and provolone. But my favorite is the Reuben, which is Thousand Island toasted sourdough with Swiss cheese, sauerkraut, and pastrami.
Right on, you have me at Reuben.
Yeah, everyone loves a good
Cool.
Reuben.
So how's the feedback been?
It's been great. People from all over Carlsbad and all over San Diego have been coming in pretty regularly. This is a great place for like big groups of people or small groups of people, families, kids, businessmen. It works on all levels, and everyone's been loving it.
Yeah, every time I've been here, there's been old, young, kids running around. I love the outdoor seating.
Totally.
So does it get pretty busy in here?
Yeah, it gets really busy. It's a great atmosphere. They have a basketball game for kids. They have an outdoor patio and 13 different food vendors. So everyone can find something they love here, which is really nice.
All right, Terry and Tommy, thanks for having me here. Tell me a little bit about your business.
We launched in September of last year. The Windmill decided to open around that time frame, and it was an opportunity that we couldn't let go. We were childhood friends, actually. My wife and I, Grace, which is off camera, decided to get together with Terry and go for this concept. We know that the pokey it's missing up in Carlsbad, but focusing on the burrito aspect of it. So we figured, this will be a kind of a best of both worlds.
Have you guys been in food industry prior to this?
Yeah, so my wife and I, we own Crotchy Chicken and Beer, and then her family has several other restaurants down in Kearny Mesa and Convoy area. So we have several locations in this Windmill as well.
Fantastic. What other locations in the food hall?
So Crotchy Chicken and Beer is one of
Right.
them, and then Friend's House, which is our parents. Korean cuisine, and then Bing House is also our sisters as well.
Wow, okay.
Yeah.
Domination, I love it.
It's fun. Yeah.
So what are we looking at here? Are these your signature items?
Yeah, so this is actually one of our newest items, the Poke Nachos, featuring ahi tuna. You can't go wrong with tuna.
And nachos together.
Exactly,
right? Yeah.
exactly. Right here, we have the spicy little guy as a bowl.
Right.
And everything on our menu, you can do it as a burrito or a bowl.
Okay.
So up to the customer's preference. Right here, we have the surf and turf as a burrito. And right here, we have the crunchy low guy as a burrito.
And what is low guy?
So it's a little shrimp tempura we have in there.
Okay.
Yeah, we named it.
Little shrimp tempura? Okay.
Yeah.
I was wondering why I've never heard that term. And what is the surf?
So we have short ribs,
Okay.
which is slow roasted, and we have garlic shrimp in there.
Garlic shrimp, okay.
So everything's fully cooked in that item.
And what do we have over here?
Spam musubi.
I thought it might be
There you
spam
go.
musubi,
If you've been
okay.
to Hawaii, you have to know.
Oh,
all
yeah.
of these.
Oh, yeah. You can find them all over San Diego as well.
Exactly.
Definitely a lot of Hawaiian influence here.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Well, tell me a little bit about that. How is there a Hawaiian influence here?
Just because of poke, like we wanted to go with a healthier route, and poke did originate from Hawaii.
Okay.
Fresh fish, cut fish, but we really wanted to bring like a whole new, something new, because typical poke places you have your raw fishes, but we want to give it a little mix with like some cooked items as well,
Right.
for the people who for example, don't eat raw fish.
Well, you've done a fantastic job. The color is just amazing. I love it.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, Chad, tell me a little bit about Lobster West.
So 6 years ago, as a family, we all migrated out here. Myself, my mother, Deborah, my sister Kim, and her husband Joel. And then we had this concept of this idea that was missing kind of from our childhood. And Encinitas was our first shop, and we said, you know what? Let's bring what we thought, what we grew up with, what was kind of still in our hearts after all this time. And so that, the inception was 6 years ago, Encinitas. Subsequently, Lobster West, after we found some success and found that people were also craving the same cuisines.
Me as well.
Yes, indeed.
Yes.
Indeed, and I appreciate that. Then we hopped to Coronado, which is a long trek down south. And then after that, we decided to try our hands one more time, and here we are in Carlsbad at the Windmill Food Hall.
Right on. Now this is a smaller concept than your other stores.
It is.
Right?
So the other shops are a little more in full detail with salads and beer and wine and all that. And so this is a simpler concept where we just focus on the rolls and the soups and the authentic sides and things like that.
So these are minis. These are smaller
This
than your
right
normal
here,
roll.
this is a half size. It's a junior roll. This is brand new for us. And so it allows the customers and the guests to try all of the proteins without really taking the cost hit on just buying a lobster roll, you know, being that we only source from the best suppliers and through the best processing plants in Maine. And we have had one relationship and we're always going to have that relationship. That being said, so we said, hey, instead of just charging for these full rolls, let's see if we can bring out a concept that just has junior rolls. And hence, so like I said, half the portion, half the size, but you know, all the flavor is still there.
How would you say the whole experience has been for you guys here?
The experience has been fantastic, and I love what it brings to not just Carlsbad, but to San Diego in general. It's a collective, you know, good experience.
Well, you know, it's very unique. It's not your typical food court. You know, I've experienced 3 today, and all been fantastic. So
I love it.
I'm a fan.
Today's a special time. The circus in town.
Yes. And what's not to love? Everybody loves a circus, whether you're a kid, an adult, popcorn, cotton candy, friends, family fun, people flying through the air.
And today we're getting an exclusive look behind the scenes at life here at Circus Vargas.
Come on, I tell you, by the end of this, I'm joining the circus. You know, I haven't been to the circus since I was a little kid, so I have all the feels coming back.
Wow.
This is fantastic.
I know, I haven't been since I was a little child. How did you start with the circus?
Well, actually, I'm a 7th-generation circus performer.
Wow.
And me and my husband met on the circus in Circus Vargas.
That's amazing.
In '89. We've been performing for 25 years, and now we co-own Circus Vargas. It's beautiful, you know, giving smiles on people's faces and putting on a brand new show every year. And this year also we have a new tent, a new seating system. And yes, 51 years of Circus Vargas in California. So we're very well known here, and you know, we feel like we have to keep the legacy that the original Clifford D. Vargas started. And actually this year is a tribute to him, to the man himself that started Circus Vargas. We created kind of a show based on his story, how he loved circus as a little boy, and that gave him the idea to become a circus producer.
Well, I've always wanted to run away with the circus, but I think I'm just ready to run into the circus. So.
I am too. So.
Well, this is perfect timing because everybody's getting ready for the circus, training for their acts, and maybe we can teach you some skills as well.
Maybe, I'd love
Let's
that.
see. All right.
Wow, this is so exciting. Brings me back to my childhood in Brazil.
I'm like, the anticipation is so much.
Yeah, and that's one of the things we try to do here, is make dreams become reality for kids all around the world.
Oh my
It's a
gosh.
fantasy.
And this is a dream come true. This is amazing.
And I love that there's not a back seat in the house.
Right?
You can see everything from anywhere.
It's so cool. You get to do this with your husband. This is amazing.
Yes, it's my husband and our 3 children. And me and my husband run and operate it, so it's really cool to not only live with your husband, but also have a business together. We have our youngest, who's still in school, hasn't decided yet on circus or what she wants to do. She's 12, and she's in 7th grade, but she's doing really well. Then we have our second daughter, she's 17. She'll graduate from high school this year in about 2 months. And she's actually a contortionist and a hand balance artist.
Oh my gosh.
And then my oldest daughter, Mariella, she's a flying trapeze artist, and she's already learning about the business as well. We have a school for all the kids, so that's performing kids and non-performing kids.
Well, I didn't get to go to circus school.
Me either.
So cool.
Our school's almost set up like a school of art, so the kids in the morning have training, trampoline, circus arts training. Then they have their regular school with lunch break. We do have 55 members on the show. We have about 30 performers.
Wow. Oh my
so it's a
God.
really big show. And actually, this year, 2020, is one of the biggest shows we've ever put together, with the most artists from all around the world.
And such pride that your children are in it.
Yes.
I am so proud.
They're following your steps.
Yes, I was a ballerina, originally classical ballerina, and then I went into circus arts. Because of course my father was already a circus performer, 7th generation. I am.
You were born in
I was born in the circus.
Yes.
And so it gives me great joy that I can still see my daughter fly, even though I don't fly in the trapeze anymore. And
watch your
my
daughter.
husband coaching my oldest daughter. I'm coaching my second daughter, the 17-year-old.
Wow. It's fantastic.
Yeah.
Well, we would love to meet her if she's not too
Yes,
busy.
absolutely. You can meet her, see her train, see them both train.
She can teach me a thing or two. Maybe. So Maria, we were just talking to your mom, and you're actually a performer here, right?
Yes, I am. Yep.
So how long have you been performing with the circus?
I've been performing since I was just a little girl, but mainly just doing some dance, a little bit into productions. And I started doing flying trapeze in 2015, performing in the show.
Wow, that's amazing.
About 5 years.
And we're watching some people warm up,
Yeah.
so it's not an easy job. What is it like to get ready for a big night
Yeah,
of the circus?
it's definitely not easy, but it's worth it. A lot of people will come in and start warming up, get their bodies ready, stretching. They'll practice some skills, practice maybe some tricks that they want to work on, but also not overdo it to not be tired for the show. Yeah.
Do you ever get nervous before you're right about to hit the stage?
I do, especially in the beginning. I would get really nervous. Of course, I want to perform well for everyone who's watching, for all of the people up there with me, But in the end, you have to learn to calm your
yourself
nerves.
down, yeah.
And it's more also like the adrenaline. I get so excited, but when the lights come on, I'm just completely in the moment.
You're a natural born performer.
Yes.
It's not every day that we get to be in the circus learning about behind the
I'm
scenes.
so excited to be here.
Something that we have here actually is the Diablos, which is a Chinese yo-yo. So we have a Diablo artist here that can actually show you some little tricks, show you how to start it off and everything. Yeah.
Yo-yo, I like that.
Yeah,
Let's do that.
Chinese yo-yo.
Perfect.
This is a Diablo. Some people refer to it as the Chinese yo-yo, but I don't know how to do it. It's not my trade. So we have Brian here, and he's going to show you how to do it.
Oh, I'm excited.
Well, if that's what we're doing, I'm
that's
ready to
what we're
work
doing.
on
I don't
this.
think that we're going to try something more simple.
Something
so,
easy.
First thing, we leave it in the floor, yeah. So what you want is get some rotation.
Okay.
You want to make it turn, and then give it a little more speed, okay? And then here comes the trick. You're gonna try to throw it and catch it.
Okay.
Okay? So.
Can I just jump instead? No?
All right.
Gotcha! Yeah!
Good job.
I did it. So, although I caught it, I don't think I have a job in the circus, right? So,
It takes practice.
just a little practice,
Yeah,
which you do every
exactly.
day, and I know you have a big show to get ready for, so we'll let you get ready.
Alrighty.
And I think we're ready to see something
Practice
from
something from you guys.
the actual pros.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.